Yeah, we'll see how this stream goes because my I'm tethering to my phone, so in my truck, backseat of my
You're,
truck.
you're camping again?
Yeah, I was going to stay at home and then go out tomorrow or like bring the camper, drop it off, go home, do my work, and then come back. But I don't know. I kind of got, I don't know, say, guilted into doing it. So I'm here in my truck, hoping the tethering will work today. Well,
Besides that, you okay?
yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Booked a cruise at the end of the month.
Where to?
Bahamas. Celebration Key in
Oh,
Nassau.
oh, that's cool.
Out of Canaveral. So, yep.
I what is it called? Atlantis. I think I want to visit Atlantis one of these days in Nassau.
Yeah, is that in Nassau? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be doing much excursions or going out much on Nassau. We'll probably just go to the beach there. And I guess it's called like Juncano or something like that. It's not supposed to be a good beach though, but whatever. But yeah, it's
Cool.
just it's a four night or 4 day one or whatever, however they use that. But we leave on the 27th, or we embark on the 27th and disembark on the 31st. So it'll be
You
a
excited?
week, but 3 whole days. Yeah, and hopefully this one's as fun as the last one was. It's a smaller ship, so we'll see if it's still fun. But it's a shorter itinerary too, so instead of 6 nights, it's 4 nights. So this should be fun. I don't know, but yeah, one sea day is Celebration Key and then Nassau.
Taking the kids with you?
Yeah, can't really get away from that. So I was like, man, I need to just go do something. I really enjoyed that last time, so yeah, we'll see.
It's cool.
Oh, did you do something over the 4th? I think you said you were gonna try to go somewhere.
No, I didn't do anything. I was depressed.
Oh man,
I forced myself to watch the fireworks on the beach, and then halfway into it, I tapped out and just went to bed.
on the beach?
Yeah, that was a horrible weekend for me.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I've been running. I'm doing 2 mile runs on the beach again, and sometimes I do it on the trail.
Did you get your knee X-rayed or something?
I did an MRI yesterday morning. I was feeling sick for the 20 minutes that I was in the MRI, and I checked to see if that was normal, and apparently it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's just my paranoia or anxiety.
Yeah. It's
I came close to like squeezing the thing for them to stop it. I was feeling sick.
Yeah, I haven't had the pleasure of an MRI yet, so I don't know what the experience is like. I just know from the TV shows and the documentaries, and then the
Final Destination.
Yeah, well, wasn't there like somebody a couple months ago brought a chain into the MRI machine room and got sucked in? And
yeah, I believe it.
It's like a vortex of death. You know, that something I never understood is why is the iron in our blood not magnetic, where that would be a problem?
I researched that yesterday.
Because I was wondering, like, that with magnets, I'm like, if I have iron in my
so
just gonna get
the answer that I received when I researched it was not all metals are magnetic. Of course, you said iron.
Iron, yeah, that's what I said specifically.
And then they're saying that not all metals are solid, and then the metals, typically the metals that are inside our body, that's normal. They're so tightly integrated with our cellular structures that they don't exhibit the properties to be magnetized. So
Gotcha.
that's the way I understood it.
So it's like you have iron maybe, but it's iron phosphorus, carbon, something
I don't remember it saying that. It was just saying that it's very tight cellular integration. Um, that's buried inside of the cells, in which the cells provide some shielding. But I mean, iron's not the only thing, right? You have other metals inside of you, especially just from consumption. Eating liver, I'm sure, can build up metal deposits that take time to be pooped away or absorbed uh, into your bio.
Well, iron.
Yeah, I definitely looked it up.
Yeah, or not predominantly, but the liver has a lot of iron in it, right? Isn't that one of the things they suggest you eat if you're anemic?
I guess so. How's your projects doing?
What projects?
Non-existent.
Non-existent projects.
They're like Scott's sex life. It's not existent. So.
It sounds fine for quite a
while. I gotta schedule a test for calcium. I don't know. They check the calcium buildup in your
that's the
arteries.
Calcification to see if you're actually at risk for heart disease.
Yeah, I gotta schedule that test.
Yeah, because it's like the LPL thing or the LDL cholesterol. It's supposedly people immediately, if it's high, it's terrible. But if you follow like the carnivore or any of the other ones, like LDL cholesterol, it's really about a ratio between your LDL and HDL, and it's about this calcification thing. Because if you have no calcification of your arteries or whatever the hell it is, there's really no risk of cholesterol being a danger to you. So,
who doesn't have calcification in their arteries?
My mom, she got tested for it and has zero plaque buildup. So,
she's a vegan?
No.
She get a second opinion? You said she used to smoke too?
Yeah. She might vacation still, but no. Yeah, she's just fine in that front. But I think a lot of it, honestly, is genetics. Because I don't know. I'm just not going to test for it. I'm just going to die at 62 or something like that. Who knows, maybe 50, 40s. I'm not interested in it. When it's time for me to go, I'll just go. I'm sure I'll regret it in the moment, but it won't last very long.
I'm terrified of the process of death.
Yeah.
I downloaded ChatGPT 5.6.
So when did that actually release? Did that release yesterday? Today? Something like
that? Yeah. I saw it. I think it released like maybe 24 hours ago or something.
And here are the 10 things I've already built with it that have people screaming. There's a
Well, I
Twitter
mean,
post.
they're going to say it regardless.
Yeah.
This is a game changer. They keep comparing it to Fable. They said that Fable is still like top rank for UI UX design, but they said ChatGPT is pretty much uh, good for everything else, and it's like half the cost.
Yeah, that's my understanding too. Grok came out yesterday too, 4.5.
Who?
Grok
Who?
4.5. Grok.
Who?
X is Grok. XAI Grok.
I don't know anybody that. I don't even think Grok even shows up on my thumbnails.
Yeah, well, 4.5 is we might hear about it now more when this cursor XAI bought cursor, so they'll figure something out. But yeah, I mean, looking at the metrics here on deep SWE score, it's between Opus 4.8 Max and GPT 5.5 X High in terms of the benchmarking. So it should be better. It should be like more popular than it is, but I don't know why it's not.
I represent the block. I'll be like, my name is Scott. I'm terrified of when I get my Azure bill. Last time my Azure bill was $340.
What? And it's just because you left up Cosmos or something.
Hey, good morning, Kevin Hawthorne. Because I think apparently I had the wrong service plan. So it was basically supporting like it was basically performing like 400 request units. Was it per second? Or it was supporting 400 request units per second. And so that was the reason why my bill was so high.
Jeez.
Yeah, so then so then I pointed it to a serverless plan. But I got like damn near 3,000 automated tests, and I'm sure out of that 3,000, I probably have maybe a couple hundred integration tests that probably get deployed or probably get executed probably like 2-3 times a day.
On deployed, they do like on Azure that you're running them.
Yeah, it runs a regression tests before it checks everything in and deploys it to the test environment.
Oh, so you have a test environment set up for your app?
I got a test environment and a prod environment set up now, and I integrated Twilio.
Damn, you've been busy.
Yeah, I have a lot of time on my hands. I'm alone. I cleaned up the homepage, giving your feedback.
Good. What's it look like now?
It's very minimal.
Good. The only thing they should see is what you want them to do and why they should do it.
I'm not giving Gambler the URL so he could do a DOS attack and have me pay $40,000 in Azure costs, which I really need to harden that. I need to add a rate limiter. And
add the rate limiter. And run your tests somewhere where it's cheaper. Are you running against the actual live site then? Like you're running full integration tests, or
No, it's not on the live side. I have a test environment.
Are you spinning up containers and running them, or in a network or something?
I've never, even though my certification required me to like answer like 15 questions on Docker containers and Kubernetes,
Yeah.
I still never understood the argument for using it. Besides the deployment story of extremely high, damn near 100% confidence that things just work when you do deploy it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth the complexity.
I think Docker is. I think Docker is probably worth the additional file and commands that you'd use to run it. Kubernetes, though, that's probably not really needed for a long time. Just discovered Tote just discovered today is what he meant to say, a bug in an AI tooling of a company that leaks internal information. Yikes.
Oh, you should get a bounty for that. You should get a bounty.
I think that'll be a common thing in the future. Like, I don't know. I see so much, like, just not great code anymore coming out of things. So, but, I don't know. I've gotten into a good cadence with my AI development where I just nowadays, I'm literally not even loading things up locally. I'm looking at pretending like I'm doing an MR or like just a code review on merge requests, and then I give feedback and have AI do everything. So for the most part, feed it the initial, like do this, then I have a whole sequence of things that run. And by the time it's out on the other side, it's generally pretty good without needing much work.
Hit trees like Sonny Bono.
From Cleveland to Toronto. Oh shit! I never checked this thing last night.
So you enjoy camping, or are you just in your driveway?
No, I'm out at the campsite. I used to enjoy it more. I don't know. Nowadays, I'm a little.
You got to go hunting. That'll increase the enjoyment factor. Get a air rifle.
Goes right there.
Get an air rifle and start sniping vermin.
I have a pretty nice pellet gun that my dad gave me.
I was watching a YouTube video last night of this dude with the Call of Duty ACOG scope on his air gun, and he gunned down like 70 rats.
Oh yeah.
He had night vision on it. I don't know why I watch stuff like that. I fall asleep to stuff like that.
Aren't you? Did you like? You told me there's a whole thing about ratting, and they'll use dogs and they shoot rats, and there's just whatever. You could probably go to Texas and hunt boars, man. You ever think about doing that?
In a helicopter.
In the helicopter, yeah.
Yeah.
Bucket list item right there. Go up in the helicopter and shoot some boars.
Yeah, I've watched them do a drive-by from a helicopter. See, white people take it to another level. These helicopters.
You know, it sounds kind of like, well, okay, so the boars, first of all, are like, they're way, there has to be a natural cycle to things, and they're way out overrunning things, right? So it's not that their life isn't valuable, it's just that in the numbers, they're a menace, right? And so I don't know if there could be a better way to do it than just say, hey, to honor them, than to just have a fucking really good time.
I would say, I mean, is it really a bad idea to introduce a big cat into the wilderness like that, or but they have to be a pride of big cats. Like they have to reproduce, and they have to
Like
have
the
a
lions.
lions,
Yeah, you could probably have a
or
lion sanctuary down in
or
Texas that
or
just in a big section
or
with.
or wolves, right? But wolves are damn near endangered everywhere.
Wolves are not in Minnesota. They're not. That's the problem. That's the problem with
So why
with.
so why
There's a
can't
huge
they? I'm listening.
there's a huge problem with the endangered species thing, in that it's like you can have something that's endangered widely, but in one concentrated area is totally running amok, and you can't do anything about it. Grizzly bears need to be taken off the endangered species list. Those things have bounced back, but they haven't bounced back over here, is what the argument is. And so they have to keep the damn things on, even though they're basically running amok everywhere. And timber wolves in Minnesota, like they came back strong and they're great, and we have them, but they're getting to be a problem for cattle farmers, for and you can't touch them because they're endangered species, and so they just kind of get to do what they want. The DNR called a few up in Ely, where I go to my boundary water strips, and they called them only after they started to stock some people and their animals around the town, like little kids and stuff. They started stalking them, so it's like, yeah, we got to shoot a few, and then they'll leave because they got too used to being around humans and trying to hunt them. So it's like this dangerous thing isn't it's not a penalty. It should be like more regional, like within this area. Do we have enough of them? Yes. Okay, then they've been restored to their natural habitat here, and we shouldn't have them on the protection list here. Here, where they're not, then have them protected. And it should be more regional rather than like, here's all the numbers. But timber wolves are not. No.
Are you done, Bitsy?
I feel for the yeah.
Hey, I wonder how many people make money using AI to do their bug bounties. I would. When I let Ultra run, like I put it in Ultra mode, so it could just vaporize all my tokens, and it runs for like an hour and a half each prompt.
I don't know, man. I don't.
And I
I do
have
it in
two.
code.
I have two $200 accounts, and it just vaporizes the tokens in like a couple hours. You know, I'll have like 6 agents running in parallel,
You might have
all on
to.
Ultra.
You gotta tweak that and find a good system for continuous development with it.
You don't run your stuff on the max tokenization. You can
No,
write code.
well, so max can be problematic. Sometimes max is bad, but so when you say ultra, are you so like I've lost track of codecs for a little bit, but Claude has a thing called ultra code where it will it spins up its own agents and stuff like that, and will delegate work, and so it's extra high reasoning with workflows is what it's billed as, I guess. So is that kind of what you mean, or are you just saying like, no, it's basically max? You run everything on max, because max
I run
sometimes
everything on
think.
max, and max is called Ultra. What it does behind the scenes, it probably does the same thing, but I don't know.
Well, so sometimes they can overthink. They'll like it'll be bad. Sometimes it's not always good. Like use if you can, if the task isn't major, use smaller models. But also, what you should do is have the if you have one on ultra or max that are is an orchestrator, have it orchestrate, but don't have it do like changes itself. have it orchestrate another agent on a smaller plan, which will use less tokens and be more effective. But maybe it's already doing that though. I don't know how much they're doing there. There's almost 3,000 wolves in Minnesota. But yeah, no, I've got a pretty good AI flow at work now, where like I'll write a ticket up in our ticket tracking system, and then I'll use code like Claude to help do that, and I'll have the code available, so it'll do some research, do it, whatever. Then I have it hand that off to another tool where Codex will do the implementation. And once Codex is done, it posts basically a pull or merge request. Then I'll have Claude take that and do its analysis or its reviews on that. And then I have it pass through another automated review system. And then once everything's like fully green and it's like we're confident that this is the best thing ever, then and only then do I actually look at it. And then I just run through like, I also have it do UAT testing for me. So I have it run a thing called Agent Browser. Are you familiar with Agent Browser? Have you tried Agent Browser yet?
Negative.
So Versal made it, Versal. And basically it'll open up Chrome and you can have it run through your site. So it'll just interact with it through the actual browser.
Yeah, you have that on Codex.
Yeah. So it's probably built into Codex, whatever. But yeah, so I have it run through, and I should say that like Claude has Chrome access, but with WSL and Windows, it's a little. I don't know. I haven't tried it, but yeah. So you run through that, and then it'll sometimes find bugs, but I got to tell it to be specific. Like, hey, you need to create screenshots, not just look at the DOM, but actually create screenshots and do visual checks on things, because that's what it misses a lot. I don't know. It has a certain taste to it that I don't like, but I'm kind of interested to see where your homepage ended up, though.
Let me see.
You take a screenshot of it. Sure.
I'm on the block. I'll be like, you not.
Uh-oh. You just sent him. Now Gambler's going to use that.
Yeah. So here's the landing page. Do you approve?
Yes, much cleaner. Yeah.
Okay. And so then you can, there's like the provider or service provider, and then there's the prospective client if they want to define the project. I don't know if you can pass all this. So that's the form for. Yeah. Here's a generated business proposal document.
Cool.
And then they can, what happens when I click this? Create a production plan. Sign in.
The resource.
That's useful.
This is not the droids you were looking for.
Yeah. So That was my first time looking at the prospective client workflow in a while. So yeah, I could do a couple things to clean it up even more. Like I like having the next button fixed in place. So when you iterate across tabs, you don't have to keep moving the cursor to click next for if it because it's currently adopting a different XY coordinate on each tab. So now you're hitting like whack a mole every time you just want to click keeping next to get to the end.
Yeah. You got multiple whispered.
Okay, hold on for a second. Hello.
The results are in. You are. Should we do a bad lip reading? We'll do a bad lip reading of Scott. Damn it! No, the phone call went too fast.
What you say?
I was gonna try to do a bad lip reading of you while you're talking to whoever you're talking to.
I was like, hey, big boy, what you wearing? I'll tell you what I'm wearing. I have my boxers on backwards. Yeah, that was a phone call.
That's exactly what I thought it was. I knew it. I thought you like found a big, like really big white guy and were like, I want some beach time this morning with a beached whale. Get out there, buddy.
You know, speaking of which, I think if I actually update the phone number to a working number, like my cell phone, I'm gonna
Yeah.
bet you I get phone calls Saturday and Sunday for Beach Mobile. I uh I discovered my business on Google and they had screenshots. It looked really professional. And I'm sure people are calling the number that's posted and getting nowhere because it's a Google Voice number. I could just say, yeah, but you have to go between the location of um, 78th Street to 94th Street in Collins. Those are the only areas that I service if you want to set up shop. And that's it. I don't want to get in the car and haul equipment and deal with parking. I don't want to do any of that. Because I'll tell you, my last transaction came out of nowhere, and I made like $300 something dollars. So
Yeah. Apparently, there's another guy called My Beach Mobile. That's like in New Jersey or something. Interesting.
hold on, what?
I don't know what this is. My Beach Mobile. General digital beach app for New Jersey principalities.
Okay.
Oh, it allows you to, I don't know, do a bunch of things, I guess. I was trying to find your Beach Mobile.
Apparently, he's upset at me because I took the domain.
Mobile.
Oh, mine was beachmobile.app. That's why. Okay.
Oh, security. Beachmobile.app. Insecure.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Candler's going on a 5-week vacation, so when he's gone, we'll know where he is.
Where are you going, again? He's probably going to the Mediterranean.
He's probably just hanging out at his house.
He's going to
in Europe, don't they take
going to a brothel
vacation?
in Las Vegas. That's France. Korea.
Oh, Korea. Do you call it going on holiday in their vacation? You said vacation, but I don't know if you were regional or what is it, localizing it for us, because you know that we don't use holiday. I'm going on a holiday. UK.
So this thing, I ran this thing. It's edited 35 files, and it's created 6 new files off of one prompt. I mean, the prompt is pretty intensive.
Excuse me. I just saw something on Twitter I thought you'd be interested in. Go pick that apart for me, would you? But a G thing.
Oh, have you been running?
No. Running away from my problems. I don't know. I've got about another 2 weeks to decide whether I'm going to try to do a run at the end of the year or not. This would be the first year I wouldn't have signed up for something in like 6 years or something.
I don't know what it's like. I can't, like, even 2 miles, like, after like a mile and a quarter, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can make it anymore. And it's not like I'm tired. Here's the thing: I'm not winded, even when I do 2 miles. Well, that's a lie, because I always accelerate to the finish line. So like the last like 20 yards, I've always had a habit of sprinting to the finish line for my runs.
Yep.
I don't know if that's normal or not. But oh, cool. We're at 68% now for the overall platform, 94% for the first phase release. Yeah, I'm a G. So like, what am I about to say? Yeah, so after like a mile and a quarter, like it's not like I'm physically exhausted. I just don't want to put forth energy for another mile. And so I'm like, damn, like I just get really, really bored and I don't like putting in the effort, right? It's not like I'm exhausted. I'm like, but it's like this is taking effort and I'm bored doing this. Like surely that's a common thought, right?
Yeah, I think so. Are you listening to something, doing something with it, or are you just
Yeah. I listen to like
audiobooks and
.NET Rocks.
well, that's why you're going to be bored.
Software engineering radio.
Listen to something you can get lost in. Listen to a fiction book.
I can totally get lost to Richard Campbell and Carl Franklin. I could totally get lost.
I don't know how. I get bored of their format, like boo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo boo.
Oh no, they spend half an hour.
What time is it? It's time for pick a framework or whatever. What is it?
You completely butchered.
Know your framework. Know your framework. Yeah. Brought to you by Music to Code By. You get a free copy of Music to Code By because mugs are too expensive now. So
yeah. It's
and if you want a free copy of Music to Code By, please leave a message, comment.
I think you listen to it more.
Back to episode 472 on July 25th, 2020. He said, .NET will never be a thing.
You should go on there.
Yeah. No.
I did. I should not have. Actually, I accidentally asked what's next while it was still on Ultra.
Oh, no. Don't do that, man. What's next? Nothing's next.
I introduced like Sonny Bono.
Here, pick apart that language for me. Somebody just posted that on.
I went. So in 1 week, when I was at the clinic, 1 week I weighed 235. The very next week I weighed 228. Yeah.
Water weight?
Oh no. Can it be that much water weight? My next weigh in, I'm going to try to get
that big of a turd, man.
I'm going to try to get to 220 my next weigh in.
You could drop with water weight. You could probably drop like, yeah, I don't know what the amount is, but it's quite a bit if you get yourself dehydrated and you shed water weight. Like if you're eating just protein, and you go into ketosis and stuff, and you start just draining out all of your minerals, and you have no carbohydrates, you'll shed a ton of water weight. Just you'll go down like 10 pounds in a week every time, and it's all just water weight. That's got to be my plan for the cruise coming up, so I can not feel like all crappy when I go on and eat and drink and be married for 3 days. Oh. Kind of surprised the internet's working as well as it is. It's not like a place out here that it doesn't have bad service, but it's only like a couple of bars of 5G, so I didn't expect it to do very well. But just holding in, hanging in there.
I hit trees like Sonny Bono.
Have you actually looked at much of the code it's written to see if it's any good?
No, why would I do that?
I don't know.
I put up the scaffolding for like the first 4 months. I set up
For the website itself?
For the website, I set up the scaffolding for the website. For like the first maybe 3 days, I set up the architecture, the solution structure, stuff like that.
I do feel like they like having a good, consistent architecture that I can look at and go, okay, yeah, I know how to do this. Is probably key to being good with AI, because otherwise it's just going to do whatever the fuck it wants. So you have to. I think it's like almost like you should define what your architectural mechanisms are, and then speak in that language always. So, like, I want you to create do this. Here's my goal, but make sure you follow the architecture, create features or domain entities or controllers or whatever mechanism you're going to use. They do a pretty good job at replicating what's around them as long as they're told to do that.
I'm installing an update on Visual Studio 2026. I was getting ready to show you my Solution Explorer. I like this MacBook, man. So I'm talking to you on my PC, but this is my MacBook right here. This thing is razor fast because razors are very fast. So
Motorola razors were once the very top of the food chain for phones for a while. People wanted them like mad. Actually, the Motorola razors come back too.
I got my phone back. This phone, the screen broke, so they repaired it for like $400, and they wiped it. They wiped my phone.
How do you know that they repaired it then? Maybe they just sent you a new one.
No, because I see some paint that's nicked off of the shell of the phone. So
I'm getting my phone.
They wiped it, man. Like my photos.
They didn't tell you?
They were girl or number. That's gone. They wiped it right before I went to Vietnam.
Those bastards. They didn't ask you?
AI
tell you it was going to be wiped?
They probably did. I just didn't pay attention. I don't know if they will wipe it. Just fix the screen. I'll implement the free starter library and account restoration slice across web, mobile, backend authority, and end-to-end recovery. I'm starting with the repository product, UI, UX, mobile lifecycle, commerce, architecture, and testnets. Then I'll inventory the existing starter and library paths before changing them. The feature
So it
guidance
was
narrows the work to a clear, a new or returning mobile user must be able to discover, add, restore, and start an included blueprint without encountering purchase steering or losing owned library state. The web service will manage the account library and explain restoration. The mobile service surface will remain focused on choosing and executing. What do you say?
um,
Huh?
I had to jinx myself with my internet's suddenly getting bad. But
Hey, trees like Sonny Bono. It's Friday. Dude, I haven't rode my motorcycle in a month and a half because it's still at the
is it still at the
dealership.
shop?
Yeah.
Call them up and be like, I want a loaner. Give me your best bike for a week.
You know what that does to a man's testicles when he doesn't have his motorcycle for more than a month and it's the middle of
Dude,
summer?
imagine never having a motorcycle ever. Mine have shrunk to the size of a pea.
That's what happens when you get married. after the honeymoon
It's raining
phase.
all the time. No.
After the first kid.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, when are you getting it back? Do they have a time for you, or is it just kind of like when we get to it?
No, I think they effed up, and I'm the one that has to deal with it. I mean, what can I do? So it's
Not
a
much you can do.
and it's a $5,200 job.
It's an expensive bike, isn't it?
The cost of owning luxury.
And which Ducati is this one? It's not your. You had a Pikes Peak, but it's not that, right?
No, it's a RS. It's a
The
Ducati Multistrada V4 RS.
Multistrada was the word. Multistrada. What does that even mean?
It has a dry clutch, so it sounds like Captain Crunch. It's like that's the way it sounds. I got a ticket like 2 months ago for my exhaust. It wasn't even a dry clutch. He probably wrote me a ticket because of the dry clutch, but he told me I needed to change my exhaust. He gave me a ticket. I didn't even argue with him. I just took the ticket, paid like $130, and I just moved on with my life. I'm not changing ish. Scott Nimrod, what I look like. I don't bow to cops. Should be an actor.
Is that do they have like pretty bad noise laws down in Florida?
No. This is my first time. Well, this is my second time being pulled over. No, that's not true. This is my fourth time being pulled over on a motorcycle. I've been pulled over for lane splitting at a red light. And I'm like, officer, like, I was wrong. I get it. The laws are on the books. But I mean, it's a red light, and I was literally going like 3 miles an hour just trying to get to the front of the line. Like, does this really need to be a moving violation? Like, can you write me up for something else that's equivalent to the amount that I would pay in fines? He's like, we'll work something out. And he ended up just writing me a warning. All right. So I learned as long as you take ownership and you just try to talk to them, then they're willing to like not bend you over. I understand that it's still a business.
Play the game.
Yeah.
It's lane splitting is legal in Minnesota.
I just don't want moving. I don't want a moving violation in my car or my motorcycle. I don't. And yeah.
Lane splitting is legal in Minnesota. But I mean, are you talking
people do it?
Filter?
People do it all the time. People do it all the time here. It's just when the cops feel like enforcing it and they think that you'll genuinely stop when they try to pull you over. So.
Cam was asking what lane splitting is.
It's when you're on a scooter or motorcycle and you go in between cars that are in different lanes to get ahead of them. And so there's pros and cons. Like in theory, it could be safer when like you're approaching a red light, so that cars can't slam in back of you because now you're protected by cars because you're in between them versus being directly behind them. So if someone's text messaging and they're not paying attention, um, because you're in between cars, in between lanes, you're splitting lanes, right? It reduces accidents. But that's just when like traffic is at a standstill for the most part. If uh, if it's just normal traffic flow, then yeah, people, especially in Miami, they don't use turn signals, and some people they don't even look before they go into the next lane, and so yeah, it's it's illegal in Florida, but it's totally legal in California. So
And in Minnesota, under there's certain rules, but it's legal under certain. We just had someone do it to me the other day, right between me and the car next to me. Yeah.
how long are you working
As far
today?
as I know, we allowed in red light states. Full day maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Whole day? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll be working for sure, but working now means looking at code that was written by other things. So
Someone gave me someone reviewed my pull request yesterday, and they're like, "Why do you have these uh, imported namespaces when you're clearly not using any of the classes under those namespaces?" And I replied, "Because I was mandated by the business to use AI."
yeah.
AI did it.
AI done. You can't blame me. That was all GPT or Claude. What are you using at work? Are they having you use GPT primarily?
They use Copilot, and then
Yeah.
I think I have
Copilot,
it.
that's great.
I think I have it sit on top of Claude or something. I don't like the interface for Copilot.
Yeah, I use Copilot. Excuse me.
I mean,
I haven't used Copilot.
I I, I assume Copilot is meant for like dual monitor, and I just assume that you're not supposed to have all this running on your laptop, like single monitor. I'm not using the Copilot app plugins, but use their LLM backend.
This Copilot doesn't have an LLM backend though, does it? Is that Copilot just is a harness and it uses either GPT or
Yeah.
Opus or you could pick the one like open code, or is it just Microsoft white labeling?
Well,
Or no, did Microsoft added their own models recently? So I don't know.
I'm not
Maybe
a I'm not a fan of Copilot. I don't prefer their interface. I think their interface is probably great if it is isolated to a separate monitor. But when you have it like as a sibling tab to the Git tab and Solution Explorer tab, it's just it's not legible to me. Speaking of legible, like my watch. Oh, hold on, I can't. I can't. Never mind. I don't like this one either. Nah, this is a Tudor. I don't like this one. It looked really nice when I was at the boutique, And I've learned that it's really nice given certain lighting conditions, but it's not legible.
I think you should get a Casio watch, and it should be one of the digital ones. It'll be
With the calculator.
Oh yeah, can you still get one with a calculator on it? I'm looking at Casio's site now. Man, they got some ugly watches, but some that are really not too bad looking. G-Shock.
I think when I finally deploy this, and if and when I get my first like monetization transaction, then I think I'll trade this in and get another watch to commemorate.
Here, I linked you a watch. That's what you need to get. It's called the DataBank CA53W-1, the Casio calculator watch. It's water resistant. It's
so the very first one. Yeah, this is the stuff that I used to want when I was a kid, so I could cheat on my in my math classes. I was in like
third using my calculator. Yeah. So does Casio actually have any? Well, no, they got some too. Oh, here's a $1,500 watch. What is their most expensive watch?
I'm gonna go to a
nightclub, rocking that watch. Brand, isn't it? In the watch world.
What you say?
They have an $8,000 is their highest. Casio's like a lower end watch.
Their G-Shock.
They have an $8,000 watch.
Yeah, their G-Shock.
So, why is G-Shock? What is G-Shock? It sounds like something you might do at a brothel.
It's a field watch that's known for being very durable. So you can bang it up and it just withstands the wear and tear of field use. It's opposite of a Rolex.
Cool. It's got like a bird on it. These little like green crystal screws. The MR-G Casio. I never wore watches. I tried before, but it didn't work for me. Do you like the color gold? Like gold things? I feel like they look tacky, but I don't know. So Casio's not the bottom of the barrel for watches. What is? What's the junkest watch? That's actually a watch, a real watch brand.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Probably something Chinese or something African or Indian.
Seiko's apparently a affordable entry level watch. But
you should buy an African watch. You know what those look like?
No.
So on the dial, they have like a pencil that's erected, and then they hold it to the sun and it casts a shadow.
No. Okay.
So sun.
We talk about Omega. How about Omega watches? Have you bought any of Gamler's?
You know what an African watch alarm sounds like?
Tell me all the jokes I can't tell.
You know what an African alarm sounds like?
Yeah.
Ooga booga, ooga. Yeah, this is going to get banned.
Hey, you're the one saying it, not
I'm not African. You're not African either. We're both in trouble. Ooga booga.
Yeah.
So, who coined the phrase ooga booga?
I don't know. I've never heard of ooga booga.
Ooga booga.
Ooga booga. Is that a thing? I don't know. I've never heard that one.
You could Google it. Ooga booga. It's always attributed to some African language. Ooga booga. So
Ooga booga. What's what jokes do you have about white people? I always enjoyed like whenever I could hear a racist joke about whites. They were always the best. But they're always like anti jokes.
what's a what's a black person's favorite sandwich?
That
It's bologna. What's a white person's favorite sandwich?
baloney. I don't know.
Salami. All right. So then, what's a black person's favorite vegetable?
I don't know.
Collard
Okra.
greens. What's a white person's favorite vegetable? Parsnips. Yeah, that's all that I
Okay.
have. It's not really funny, but I don't even know what a
Well,
parsnip
it's
is.
like all the white. Well, it's like a carrot almost. It's a root vegetable, but it's whiter.
They eat
I like
parsnips.
somewhere between a radish and a carrot. I think.
The white
But
Karen women, they eat parsnips and they do Pilates. So,
but like I said, the white jokes are always like, um, they're always funny because they're anti jokes. It's like, what does a what does a white person do come tax day? It's like they pay their taxes. What 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 does a white person do when they get a speeding ticket? They pay their taxes. It's like it's like there's not that many great like I want to hear that, like I want to hear them because like I always think the racist jokes are funniest. It's not racist to think that they're funny because the reason why things are funny is there's some semblance of truth to it, right?
yeah.
Like, and so you just gotta appreciate the the idea behind a lot of them. But yeah, although a long time ago I was in this situation where I was with a bunch of people, and there was this guy. He was white. He's like clearly. He's like he says very clearly. Do people want to hear a race? And it was a mixed race group, so there's a bunch of people. It's like, do you guys want to hear a racist joke? And so then he tells this joke, and this one guy who was like, everyone was like, sure, yeah, no problem. Like, it's just whatever, shoot the shit. And the guy just gets so pissed, like, what did you say? What did you say? And just confronts him. It's like, dude, he asked up front if people wanted to hear a racist joke. And now you're getting mad at him because he told a racist joke. It's like, maybe he just didn't speak up.
Yeah, but
Man.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think racist people, or I think white people that have a plethora of racist jokes, I think they just want an excuse to just exercise who they really are, right? Because right now it's not cool to be racist, obviously, at least not for white people.
Yeah. Maybe it's coming back. Maybe. I actually don't think like 99% of people that people would call racist are not racist at all. Like I'd be called racist in I've told plenty of racist jokes. I don't care. They're funny. And it's fun to laugh. And I'd
Yeah,
love to hear
that
as many of
KFC
them
one,
as I could.
it's memorable.
That wasn't a joke though. That was just a misunderstanding. But
No, I'm
yeah.
racist. I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah. I think government jobs for the United States government should be first come, first serve for Americans, period. You could be Indian American, you could be African American, you could be Caucasian, but
That's me.
Americans should work those jobs. And that's not the reality. It's not the reality at all.
Yeah, that's not.
That's not the reality at all. I'll probably get fired for saying
Yeah,
that.
that's
or
not
something else
racist
going
at
on.
all. You don't want gambler coming over here taking the job either.
No, you
Well,
go back to where you came from,
I-
gambler.
You wouldn't want
We don't
for you. You don't
we
want.
don't
You
want
don't
you
want
people here.
coming over here taking the job. No. You know what? Like you just don't.
Who?
You want it's. That's not. Does it? Well, no. Odie lives in Canada now, doesn't he?
It's one thing for the private It's one thing for the private sector to have entire floors of people from another country on site, which I've worked at places. I've worked at PricewaterhouseCoopers. Well, not PricewaterhouseCoopers. I did work there, but that wasn't the example. I worked at FedEx. They were proactive in making that entire floor like Indian, not American Indian. I'm talking about like from India, bringing them over here and have that entire floor of engineering all Indian.
No, that's come up recently too, in with Microsoft laying off the game like 4,800 employees in their game thing. At the same time, they applied for 500 H1B or 5,000 H1Bs.
Yeah, it's
according to Twitter posts, but I don't know.
So let's go back to the conversation of invasive species. Like the American government is gun ho about you can't bring a plant from like Vietnam, or you can't bring some like insect from Cambodia. You can't bring them over here because they'll wreak havoc on the ecosystem here, right? But it's totally allowed to take like tens of thousands of people or hundreds of thousands of people, bring them over here to the States, and they can live the American dream while American-born citizens, regardless of skin color, they're laid off, they're getting divorced, they have financial problems because, I mean, it's the most significant part of your life when it comes to how you spend your time. I'm sorry, man. The invasive species that should apply towards human beings as well. It should, especially when it comes to jobs in this economy. But they don't. So,
well, I think
because people think that I'm American, so.
Internet's kind of bugging out. That's not like racist at all. That's just wanting to.
I'm just glad Biden is never even mentioned anymore. Huh?
Let's go, Brandon. That was the funniest friggin' thing ever. Let's go, Brandon. That was hilarious. You remember that? Let's go, Brandon. You there? Did I lose you?
No, you're sitting. So I'll turn off my camera. You're sitting.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Maybe time to hang up.
I think that marks the end of our session because I can't hear you.
You can't hear me still?
Can you say something now?
Say something now.
Hello.
Something now.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose it's probably
took like 3 seconds. But yeah.
I'm just gonna sit under my sit in my truck all day.
All right, we'll catch up.
Yep. Have a good week. So I'll be on next week, and then I'll be off the week after for that cruise. So. Oh, wait, no.
All right, we'll catch up. Yeah. See you. Bye.
I got like 2 weeks left.
Yeah, let me know when you're in South Florida. Maybe I could say hi to you while you're down here. So.
Yeah, I'll be parallel with it, but I'm flying out of Canaveral. So. But, all right. We'll catch you later.
Oh, okay. All right. See you. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.